So without further ado, I'd like to go into the presentation proper. This is a live webinar from Datafied Academy. This is a live webinar from Datafied Academy, and we're talking about a few things today in this meeting. First of all, we'll talk about us as an organization or as a body. We'll also talk about what we do, that's our products and services, what we offer, services that we offer. Then we'll also have to look into our drive. So what impact are we trying to make? What's the driving force for coming up with this kind of idea? Then you get to meet the thing behind Datafied Academy and Body Datafied. Then after that brief introduction, we go over to the course overview, where we talk about the course, give like a general perspective about the course. Then we'll also look into the course roadmap. So in this section, we'll break it down what things we'll be looking or actually bring forward to you what you should expect from the course and things that you get to learn as the course progresses. Then we'll talk about success story. We'd like you to hear from some of our alumni. This is actually the second cohort. So we'd like you to hear from some of our alumni, those ones that joined the first cohort, and we'd like them to give their success story about the training and how good it has been for them. Then the last thing we'll do is talk about why you should choose us. Why should we be the next best thing for you in terms of your data profession or your data career switch. So I'm sure this is the first time most of them are coming across the word Datafied or the word Datafied. So I'm going to in a minute introduce us, and I'm going to in a minute introduce us and give us an overview of who we are as an organization. So Datafied, we as an organization, we are actually founded in response to the need to bridge the knowledge gap for aspiring data professionals, enthusiasts, and individuals. We're actually a startup, and we focus on building scalable data solutions. So what I mean by scalable data solution is we have like subsidiaries. Datafied Academy is one of our subsidiary, and Datafied Technology is other subsidiary. So what we offer as a company is that we actually do these things, or you see on the slides, but it's a training and workshop. So like I mentioned earlier, we have two subsidiaries, which is the Academy and the Datafied Technologies. So the Datafied Academy subsidiary handles the training and the workshops. This is where we get to train individuals or group of people that are interested in data analytics or data science. Why the Datafied Technology subsidiary is actually a body that offers the following services. So we offer business intelligence to firms. We also do data analysis and visualization. We also do predictive analysis. So we also do data mining and management. So as an organization, we can help you extract data from various sources that will be useful to your business, and also help you to manage the data. And last but not the least, we also do consulting. So as a firm or as an individual, you can consult us for your data problem or anything related to data. I will help you draft out a customized data solution that will suit your needs. So what drives us? We're actually passionate about taking the technicality actually the data concept and breaking it down so that it can be understood by even a 5-year-old. So this has been a driving force for us, and we believe that everybody stands a chance to become a data professional, regardless of if you have a background in mathematics or whatever field you have. whatever background you have, we still believe that everybody has a chance to be a data professional, but for the fact you have a passion to be a data professional. And we're passionate about taking these technicalities associated with this field and breaking them out so that it can be understood by a 5-year-old. So, driven by this passion, we want to help you simplify your learning journey and to make it easier for you um, to fit into the field of the profession. So, with all those overview things stated, I'd like us to meet the team behind Datafied. Let's meet Ogechi. It's actually me. So Ogechi is a Power BI developer and a business intelligence expert. She has a public health background, so public health as an undergraduate degree. Formerly, she was working she led the data science team at Agnosis Health, where she coordinated data services and also corporate strategy. Currently, she's prepared as an assurance analyst at Airtel Nigeria, where she gets to post revenue and report to make sure there's no revenue loss. She has also worked with various stakeholders in different industries to build data solutions. Some of her works are to build a performance review dashboard for audit in partnership with AXA Mansard, an integrated claims management dashboard for the Kano State Contributory Health Management Agency, and also designing of an automated health data control dashboard, which is a project that is powered by some health organizations. And the next person on the team, is Namdi. Namdi is a data scientist and a machine learning expert. He has a background in mathematics and financial engineering, and he's also the founder of the Gifted Mind Mathematics Challenge. You can actually Google it to see what it's just like a yearly mathematics challenge that helps secondary school students to boost their confidence and to further their education. Currently, he manages the reporting and assessment team at UNESIN, and he's a member of the Data Science Network. He has collaborated with several global teams to apply machine learning techniques in solving practical data-driven solutions. Some of his recent projects are bioinformatics, working on bioinformatics projects on breast cancer using machine learning, and he did this with the Obdena Luca chapter, New Orleans, USA. You can actually connect with him on LinkedIn, and if you're interested in finding out more about his work, you can get all this information on LinkedIn. So I'll hand over to the next person to take the presentation.
Hi, everyone. Hello, Clara. Thank you for that introduction and the segments of the presentation. Please confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me, Clara? Hi, how are you doing? All right, so
I can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome. I'm excited to have every one of you connect, to this webinar. So this is just to bring to you what we're going to offer during this course. And at the end of this webinar, we believe that you'll be able to decide whether you want to continue with us or not. But we are positive that you definitely want to continue because you have a lot of things to offer, right? So I'll walk you through first overview, what you should expect to learn when you sign up with us, and the different modules that make up the data analyst course that we are here to present. All right. So and you see here this particular slide. So we are pleased to present our meticulously designed 4-month data analytics training program, which focuses on exposing our students to the beauty of data and equipping them with necessary skills to manipulate and analyze data. So we are interested in giving you the knowledge and also exposing you to gain insights, helping you to gain insights from data that can benefit individuals, businesses, and government entities. So this course that we're presenting to you has the curriculum, which includes the following modules. We'll be looking at introduction to data analytics. So under this particular module, we introduce you to what data analytics is all about. We'll show you how to appreciate data. We'll learn different types of data that exist and where you can get those data from. You will also learn how to, understand data type. So all of this will be covered under this module called data analytics. Then, please, can you kindly mute yourself if you are not speaking? Kindly mute yourself, please. Thank you. So also, we're going to be introducing you to spreadsheet packages for data analytics. So here, specifically, we're going to talk about how to use Microsoft to perform some data analytics tasks. Then we'll also expose you to SQL for data analytics. So here you're going to learn how to, please give me a minute. Let me respond to a message. Someone is trying to join, I think. Okay, just hold on, please. Somebody's trying to join. Break. Just give me a minute, please. Let me share the link with them. Sorry. All right. Okay, so sorry for that interruption. Let's move on. Okay, so I've mentioned introduction to data analytics, spreadsheet packages, packages for data analytics. So here we'll actually talk about Microsoft Excel and its equivalents, Google Sheets. And then we move on to SQL for data analytics. On this module, you will learn how to create.
Recording in progress.
Can you mute yourself? Not speaking. I can hear myself from here. Kindly mute yourself if you're not speaking, please. All right, so let's move on. So we'll also look at SQL for data analytics. Here we'll teach you how to create a database, how to manipulate database, how to organize your tables in database, how to create a relationship, and also how to query database. Very important. As data analytics, you must know how to query database and do a lot of cool stuff with data and your database. Then thereafter, we'll move on to data visualization with Power BI. Under this module, you've introduced to Power BI and you learn how to create beautiful visualization, and not just beautiful visualization, you also learn how to get data and make sense out of it, get insights from your data, that will help in developing or building businesses. And we'll also equip you with one very powerful skill, which is the skill of data storytelling. So as a data professional, if you don't know how to tell story with your data, it means you don't have enough skill to go into the business world, because you want to be able to pull data from the source, put it together, analyze this data, and present or create a dashboard. Kindly mute yourself, please. Kindly mute yourself. Please mute yourself. All right, so you can also create visuals from this data, and not just that, you should be able to tell story with your data. All right, so we're going to equip you with this particular skill of data storytelling. Now the training is set to commence on Saturday, April 6th, 2023, and it will run on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays at 4 p.m. via Zoom conference calls. All right. Once we have these classes, we'll be having recordings of the sessions just to enable those that won't be able to join the course to have access to the classes that they missed. All right. We also have created a virtual classroom where students can access course materials, assignments, and collaborate with peers. So this is the course we are bringing to you, and we are very sure that once you take part, once you become part of this course, you will never regret it. So quickly, these courses I have highlighted, and I said it's going to run for 4 months. Did I mention that? It's going to be a 4-month course. So how do we structure these various modules to be taught in 4 months? So we'll begin with the very first course, which is Introduction to Data Analytics, right? Once we are done with this course, then we'll move on to the second course, which to cover spreadsheet package for data analytics plus some guided projects. So this course is full. We have so many guided projects that will help you to build your profile even before you finish with the course. Then we'll move on to the third course, which is on data visualization with Power BI. And it comes also with some guided projects. Then the fourth course will be presented to you, which is on SQL for data analytics plus some guided projects. Thereafter, we move on to the data storytelling course. And because the concept of statistics is important, you know, for you to be able to make sense out of the data, we decided to also add this as a plus to all of our students. We take a crash course on statistics. Okay, it's very important for you to at least understand some basic concepts of statistics as a data professional. Then finally, we'll move on to our capstone project. So this is going to be a form of a project, a mini project, the project that will cover everything you will learn from the very first course to the 5th course. Although you have mini projects at the end of each of those courses. So at the end, final, the overall to cover everything you've learned. Now, all the mini projects plus the overall project will help you to complete your portfolio and develop a profile for yourself. So the question you might want to ask yourself is, do I really need to enroll in this course? Like Clara did mention earlier, this is the second cohort. When we say second cohort, this is the second set of data enthusiasts we want to introduce to the field of data analysis. That's the first cohort. Now, from the first cohort, we have a success story already. Of course, we are just starting up with this is the startup. This is the second time, but so that what we do here actually works. We have a success story. One of our when the previous cohort, the very first cohort, before the end of she had with us, right? So I'll bring to you Nkechi Okonji. Fine. Like I said, registered first cohort. He was very serious with the training. She followed all the advice we gave her concerning developing her profile and her portfolio, and she put herself forward on LinkedIn. She also took part in all the mini projects and the capsule project that was given. That also developed her skill. And at the last month of the training for her, she got a role as business analyst at Human Manager. So, and I would like Nkechi to just, I think she's here, she's right here on the call, to just unmute herself and just say hi. Can you just briefly share your experience while you were here at Datafied? Just take 50 seconds. Please go ahead. There you can hear me. Let's hear from you. Thank you.
So you say I think my foot like that.
Hello. Hello. I hope you're not. I hope you don't want me to send. Hello.
Hi, I can hear you, Nkechi. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think Mr. Sunday should mute himself.
Yeah, please, Sunday, mute yourself.
All right. So let me just turn on my video. Let me know once you can see me.
Hi, can see
Hi.
you. Hello, Nkechi.
All right. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Okay, so like Nandi said, I was part of the students that ran the first cohort in December. And prior to that, I'd been trusting God for a new job, trying to upskill and also change my career path. So when I got information about this course, I really took it seriously. And I also positioned myself on LinkedIn and talked to other people about my interest to move into data and do a bit of analysis. So the class started in December and we just finished last month. But before then, I was able to summon the courage and take a job offer with Human Manager, where I currently work as a business analyst. So I would just advise every one of us here on the call to please take this class seriously. Whether you're taking the class or not is not even a question now. You're definitely going to take this class, so please take it seriously and also put yourself out there. Spend time doing your assignments, capstone projects, and also believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it, because the opportunities in the world for data analysis is really limitless. Like, there are multiple opportunities even outside the country for your skill set. So please take this seriously, and I trust that you will do well. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Nkechi, for your time, and thank you for making yourself available to talk about your experience with us. So at least we can all hear her, as Nkechi. We are so much happy that at least we have a success story, and are looking forward to helping others to see through until they get themselves fixed somewhere. So one of the things we also do is to give you support, right? So after this course, we don't say goodbye, right? We are still with you. So even if you get a role, and maybe sometimes you might want to feel that, oh, I don't think I am ready for this role, we encourage you to go for it, because we'll be at your back. Whenever you're posed with any difficult challenge at work, or even if it's a project you decided to take on, we will be here to support you, give you the full support that you require. So I don't see a reason why you shouldn't sign up for this course at this particular time. Don't wait for next time, don't wait for tomorrow. Please just try to make sure you sign for the course as soon as you can. All right, so before I wrap up, before we take questions, the main reason why we are having this webinar is to accept questions from everyone that might have one or two questions about how this course will work or how it will go. Let me quickly highlight some of the points also why you should choose Datafied. So why choose Datafied Academy? Number one, Datafied Academy presents you with some kind of a learner-centric approach. So what this means is that our focus is on the learner. We make you have the full experience of learning about data analytics. We focus entirely on the learner, and we ensure that there is no room for ambiguity, no room for confusion, no room for misconception. We make all the concepts as easy, as simple, as clear as possible. All right. Then we also help you, walk you through building your portfolio. Now, portfolio is something that you put out. Any project you work on, there is a place you can store the project. Throughout this course, you have many projects you're working on. You work on the first project, you store it in a particular location. You work on the second project, you store it and record it. Work on the third project, store it. So, and your final your capstone project, your capstone project, you also store that project. Now, all the projects you work on during this course, the period of your course with us or the training with us, you would have built your portfolio. So whenever you want to put out or you want to apply for any job, as soon as you're sending your CV, you're also attaching your portfolio with this. So people will see that, oh, this person had done this, and this. So as a data professional, you can't sell yourself without showing forth what you've done. All right, you must have a proof. You must say, okay, this is what I've done in time past. So this is what I can do. Why don't you entrust this particular task on me or to me? Let me carry it out. So building a portfolio or having a portfolio is very, very important to sell yourself. So we're going to help you achieve that. Then it's the best learning support. You get the best learning support. In what sense? In the sense that where the facilitators are available 24/7. We have a platform, our virtual classroom is where when you post any question, you post any concern, you post any challenge, we get notifications on our phone and get to respond almost immediately. We have also a WhatsApp platform where you can ask questions any time of the day. You get response almost immediately. We'll walk you through this learning process. You have a wonderful learning experience. At no point will you feel that you are alone. We have outside the weekend classes that we'll be organizing Saturdays and Sundays. We also have a check-in session one day of the week where we check how you're doing, what challenges you're facing with the project you're working on, and what did you learn, what new things have you learned, and do you want to share with your peers? So those are the kinds of experience you will have when you sign up to learn to learn data analytics with us. And finally, you'd also have experience of hands-on project. Like I said earlier, you get hands-on experience and practice working on projects. The only way to master any concept is to do it, is to practice it. So that is why we have decided to adopt this type of giving out projects. You work on a lot of projects, and with that, your hand becomes strong. And even yourself, you have confidence in yourself that, oh, I think I'm a professional in this field. So why don't you decide or make a decision right now and try to make a commitment immediately from this moment or as soon as we end this webinar. So we are excited that you all took time to join. This will be all from my end. And now we want to accept questions. Thank you all for joining. Please, please, please ask any question, whatever you think that we've not talked about and is giving a concern to you. You want to be sure, you want to be clear about it before you make commitment. Please, this is an opportunity for you to ask questions. Once more, thank you for attending this webinar. And please, let's start throwing questions. I want to accept as many questions as possible. Thank you very much once more. You are also free to drop your questions in the chat box in case you are having issue with your mic, or if your background is noisy, or if you are not comfortable speaking wherever you are. Please feel free, you can drop your questions on the chat box or simply unmute yourself and ask your questions. Please, we are waiting for questions. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah,
Lydia.
good afternoon.
Okay, I'm
This is
Lydia. Okay, who's talking?
Sunday, please, can I just allow Lydia go first? I heard her voice first.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for the welcoming. But I don't really have a question. I just heard the timing. The timing you said was 4 p.m., right?
Yes, please.
I think I will be having issue with the timing because we close 6. I don't know if you can look into that. And from my office, I think we're about 3 from my office that I know.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Lydia. Your concern has been taken. I think I will have a personal talk with you, and let's see what we can fix for you. But for now, the best time from our research, because we had to do research and sample the opinion of people to know when is the best time for you to have a training on Saturday. We had higher number of people say 4 p.m. For Saturday and Sundays. So, but I will definitely meet with you in person. We'll have a one-on-one talk with you, find what will work for you. Thank you for your question. Sunday, you can go for it.
Okay. Once again, good afternoon, everyone, and it's my pleasure being on the meeting this beautiful afternoon. Yeah, I have some questions to ask. Firstly, some of us don't really have a background on on most of this programming stuff that links to data analysis. I don't know how we can cope with it, or is it advisable for us to look for some other aspects, maybe other feed outside to learn some of these programming languages, or we can learn everything through the course of our data analysis and program. So that is just my major concern, because I did a research this morning, trying to see what data analysis is all about and all that. And I discovered that you need to be mathematically sound and also have some knowledge about some of these programming languages and all that. So the mathematics part of it is not a problem, but the only issue I will have is those programming languages and all that. So I don't know if this course will cover all this. So that is just my question.
All right, thank you so much for that question, Sunday. One thing you should know is at Datafied Academy, we don't assume anything. So we know that some persons might have the background of data analysis. However, we don't assume anything. So we take it from scratch. So these courses we've listed that you will learn or that we're going to train you on, we are taking it from scratch, from the very bottom. And we walk you through becoming an expert in 4 months. Trust me, in 4 months. If you follow through seriously, you dedicate time. Now, I know this might not be easy for some of us, because I know some of you are working, right? But no matter how tight it is, if you really want a change of career, if you really want to learn this and switch to something else, if you're really passionate about data and want to become a data analyst, by all means, you should just give this a shot. We promise to walk you through, give you everything you need, and in 4 months, you'll be amazed with what you'll be doing, provided you take it seriously and do all what we ask you to do. We'll give you the full support. So that's, your concern is settled, right? It shouldn't be a concern to you, because we are going to take it through from the very basics and help you understand all of these tools. So this particular training, we're not going into any programming language. I mean, when I say programming language, I know SQL is a programming language, but a very high level. So it's close to, in fact, it's English language. Everything we're writing in SQL, in SQL is English language. So it's the advanced course that we take that will actually introduce Python. So if it is Python, then I would say we also start from scratch. So you won't have any reason for any cause for alarm. So everything we teach is from scratch. So like I said again, in summary of what I said about you, responding to your questions, that we take it from scratch. You have no cause for alarm. We walk you through understanding everything that you need to know as a data analyst, and just do your own part, and you will never regret to be part of us. So I see a question from Jimmy. Say, good evening, everyone. Please, what gadgets and apps should we make available as the journey begins? All right, so the two basic softwares or apps that we're going to use are Power BI and SQL management softwares. So we're using two of those, two variants of SQL management softwares and Power BI, right? So I believe since we don't assume anything, you also need to have Microsoft Office Suite installed in your system. Once you have Microsoft Office Suite, definitely you should have Microsoft Excel, right? Then you need internet, because if you have internet and you need a Google account, actually, if you don't have a Google account, please create one before we begin the class, because if you're using Google Sheets, we use things like Google Sheets, we use things like Google Docs. We teach you how to collect data. We teach you how to store your data. We teach you how to, use some amazing tools to also create presentations. I believe some of you would like this slide deck that we presented in this particular webinar. We teach you how to make things like that, because as a data analysts should also know how to make an appealing or a good-looking presentation, a slide deck, and also how to present your slide. So all of those should be taught from beginning to end. So the things you need: Power BI, Microsoft Office suites, and 2 different variants of SQL. So we'd mention those variants of SQL in the first day of our training. I hope I answered your question, Jimmy. Okay, so introduction, someone is asking, is introduction to statistics still part of the package? Exactly, it is. Just like Sunday mentioned, he did some research about data analysis and data analytics. And from his research, if anyone of you go ahead and do any research, you will see that it's important for you to have some statistics background, not necessarily mathematics, but statistics. So because of the importance, we decided to also add it as one of the course we'll be offering, right? So we're going to introduce you guys to some basic statistical concepts that will help you excel at this level of the course. Thank you. So please, let's throw in our questions. Okay, Gospel, please go for it. I can see your hand up. Unmute yourself and ask.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My question is quite, I guess I've asked some part before. That was yesterday on the WhatsApp page. And
Okay.
I guess you just mentioned Excel. And I know that Excel has different levels. We have the beginners, we have the intermediary, and we also have the advanced. So what's the plan for those that are maybe a novice or at the beginner's level, working with Excel, using Excel for data analysis? That's one. Then secondly, the person that introduced me, I guess they were in the last set, and then they were like
Sorry,
their timing was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please come again. Start your second question again. I got the first one.
Yes. I said the timing. I was told that the timing is maybe towards the midnight, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. and all of that. I don't know if that still holds. I guess for me, I would prefer something like that. You get it because of the nature of my job and all of that. So I don't know.
All right, thank you, Gospel. Okay, so for your first question, like I said, we are starting everything from scratch. So the Microsoft Excel for data analytics is also what would start from scratch, right, for beginners. Then we don't have enough time to go into intermediate and the professional level, right, because of the limited time we have. But we have provision for that in case you feel that you know how to use Microsoft Excel to some extent, and you want to go into the intermediate part of it, fine, right? But for those people that don't have any idea, we will start from scratch. So everything we are presenting in this course is from the basics. We also have a course for advanced level. So we'll take it from scratch and walk you through the things, some basic concepts and some idea you need to perform some simple data analysis or analytics or simple data cleaning process with Microsoft Excel. So I would allow Ogechi to answer your second question, please. Ogechi, can you kindly answer that question on the timing? Thank you. If you're speaking, you're muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Hi, Gospel. Hi, Gospel. So I'm going to talk on the timing. The timing for this course is going to be during the weekends and usually in the evening. So please, we are not putting anybody, or we won't want anybody to go through the stress of coming for a class by 2 a.m. in the morning or whatever you heard. I don't know where you heard that from.
but it's actually going to be weekends and evenings. So when you sign up, we'll communicate that information to you, and you'll be sure of what timing we'll fix for the classes and our check-ins. Of course, we're going to be having weekly check-ins, so that you can prepare ahead and put that in your schedule. And we might not want our students to be missing class, so we want to make sure that the timing is very convenient for you so that you can attend anytime. Thank you.
So, Gospa,
Okay, sorry. If I get that right, she said, okay, for this set, the timing is weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and it's going to be in the evening.
yes.
So no plan for people that, I guess somebody mentioned, a lady was saying that a particular time was not convenient for her and all of that. So what about those that are not convenient with the weekend setup and all of that? How do we go about it? Because most times my weekend are always tight, and that's why I'm asking about the time.
Okay, so true. The first cohort we had, it's true that we had our classes run from 2 a.m. and that was, so many reasons was attributed to that. We had some people had to join from a different region, and we just want to consider everyone. Also, from our own schedule at that time, we couldn't afford to spare any of our time during the day. All the students were happy to join at that time, although it was stressful, but they were happy to do it, and we had a nice time. So, but this time around, the only available time we can give for the sake of people that are working is weekend. Maybe your own case is somehow you have a peculiar case. Would have to, maybe I'll also see you. I'll also have a one-on-one chat with you, just like I told Lydia. Let's see if we can work out something for you. But the training is Saturday, Sundays, 4 p.m. for now. But I'll just have to meet with you and Lydia. Let's see how to go about solving. But we can't, of course, we cannot satisfy or meet everyone's need.
Sure,
right?
sure.
Just have to do with the majority. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, Eloho, I see your hand up. Please, you can go for it. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
I see a lot of people asking questions about the time and all. I just wanted to clarify. Did you not mention that the classes recordings will be made available for those that won't be able to meet up with the class? Because if that's the case, it shouldn't really be a problem. The classes can be recorded so that whoever is not available to watch at that time can just download the videos and watch and then ask questions on the virtual classroom.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify.
Yes, thank you for that clarification. Yes, I did mention that classes should be recorded, and that is what we have been doing, and that is what we are going to do. But I would strongly advise that whosoever wants to take part in this course should make him or herself available for the live session. Now, reasons being that from experience, we've seen that it takes some extra effort and force for you to go and watch a recorded video or session. That is one. I'm saying this from experience, right? Secondly, you have the opportunity to ask these questions live. Say you're working on a project, and you come to the live session, and this project is what we are also working on. We're trying to show you how to go about it. Because you've had challenge with it earlier, you can ask, I was trying to do this, I couldn't get it done, this, then we'll walk you through how to get it done. But if you're watching a recorded session, you don't have the opportunity. So one of the importance of recording these sessions and putting it out for you is in case you join the live session and you try to practicalize what we've shown you, and at some point you forgot the next step, you can just go to the recording and okay, what was done there, then you check it out and say, okay, this is what was done, and then you can now meet up with whatever you're doing. Also, if you miss the class, you can also take it as, a support for you, but you are strongly advised that you try to join the class. But if you feel that you can cope with the recordings, fine, it's fine, that is perfect. So thank you for raising that point, Eloho. The recordings will be made available, but try to be present, except there are things that is outside your control that not make you join the live session. Yeah, thank you. So are there other questions?
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Vincent, do you have any question for us? Who else have not said something? I think I've received. Adebuke, do you have any questions for us? If you do, please ask. There are no questions. I think we've come to the end of this webinar. So I want to encourage every one of you to go ahead and make the payments. We have the, okay, there is something that we didn't mention. We, of course, at the end of the course, you definitely have a certificate, but we are not so much interested in the certificate. Our interest is the certificate. What did you know, right? So what did you know at the end of the course? So you have a certificate, and you, by then you must have completed your portfolio and also build an amazing profile for you. All right, so the deadline for the payments will still accept payments even in first week into the training. So the training starts, the very first session for the training will begin on the 6th of May. That week, the following week, which is going to be on the following week is going to be 8, right? 8 through 13th, we can still accept payments. Now, before the next class, which is going to be 13th, if you've joined the session and you're yet to pay, before we move on to 13th, then we would have to block anyone that has not paid. So please remember, we said you're allowed to pay in 2 installments. The first installment is 60% of the fee, while you can balance up the second installment second month into the training. So let's just endeavor to commit something, and we hope you have an amazing session with us. Thank you. That'll be all from my side. Clara, if you have one more thing to say, please go for it. If not, I would like you to close this webinar. Thank you, guys.
Hi, everyone. I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone for joining the session. It was really, really a nice time for me. I don't know about you. I'm really excited about this new cohort, and I'm really looking forward to the people that will sign up and make this work. I would say I'll close with this. For you to actually learn, right, you have to want to put in time. Being a data professional takes a lot of time. I want to say time, but it takes a lot of commitment from an individual, and you actually learn better by doing it. So I would advise or want to prompt everyone here. So actually, if you're interested in signing up for the program, to take it seriously, and really, I promise it to be worth it. And really, the sessions will be really interactive and really engaging. This I can see for sure. And you're going to really love it with Datafied. So from the Datafied team and to everyone that joins, I want to officially end this webinar, and we hope to hear from you after the webinar, and we hope you actually commit to the training. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, bye.
Okay, thank you.